Time for final thoughts. Well, this weekend, the snowflake liberals took a break from whining about their lost election. They took a break from fear-mongering over Donald Trump's presidency. They took a breather from their typical poor me BS victim mentality to cry over the death of brutal dictator Fidel Castro. Now, while these sacks of crap pine for socialism and the Castro regime, let me remind the conveniently ignorant of the man they so admire. Castro murdered more Cubans in his first 3 years in power than Hitler. Yes, Hitler murdered Germans in his first 6. Oh, and he jailed and tortured political prisoners at a higher rate than Stalin during his Great Terror. Did you hear that, Bernie? His brutal hand touched nearly every family in the island of Cuba. Oh, and ISIS has nothing on Castro and his buddy Che Guevara, who began filming murders back in the late 50s. Isn't that lovely, Jill Stein? Oh, and the man also wanted to set off a worldwide nuclear war, but I guess history will judge him, right? Newsflash, Obama, history already has. But just for kicks, let's keep this going. This little tidbit is for those like Jill Stein and Bernie Sanders who believe socialism is the way to go. Castro is credited with turning a nation with a higher standard of living than most of Europe into a heaping crap hole with disease and the highest suicide rate in the Western Hemisphere. Yay, socialism, right? But this one is for Cappy. You know, the nitwit that rocks a Castro t-shirt yet kneels for our national anthem because of his perceived oppression. Cappy, did you know over 20 times as many people have died trying to escape Castro as died trying to escape East freaking Germany? The man also gave rise to nearly every terror group on planet Earth. So the next time one of these socialist bleeding heart blowhards cries in their soup over a death of a brutal dictator, you tell them they are as ignorant about humanity as they are the fruits of capitalism. These are also the same hypocrites who fear Donald Trump and accuse him of racism, sexism, bigotry, homophobia, and intolerance while praising an actual dictator who actually imprisoned and tortured the very people the left claims to protect. This is lunacy. You think I'm kidding? Google it. The people of Cuba aren't allowed. Remember that. Now, the left will ignore all of Castro's atrocities because he did the one thing they want most of all, government control of everything. Fidel Castro may be dead, but make no mistake, the enemy is inside the gates. Don't be fooled. Those are my final thoughts. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Tomi Lahren. From capitalist Dallas, God bless and take care.